All right, guys, what's up? I'm back. This is gonna be probably the last video before I finally release the Deep Oaken video I've been meaning to release. But this video, as you can see, obviously, I wanted to do a tier list for Anime Showdown. I wanted to do the tier list because it's update 1. I know there's some new players in the game. Some new people might have bought the game and they want to know what characters are good. So I found this tier list website. Unfortunately, Katakuri is just not here. Well, he's here, but instead of being an actual picture, he's just this black square. So just imagine that Katakuri is right here, okay? Cool. So obviously your S tier is your, the best of the best. Those are the characters that you want to go for if you're trying to win. A tier, usable. They're also really good. B tier, that's where you start to get to the iffy places. B tier is kind of like, oh, if you know how to use that character, then you can do well with them. But someone that doesn't know how to use the character is not just going to pick it up and go crazy. C tier, skip that. And then D tier is like, double it, pass it to the next person. You don't want that. But yeah. So first character that we have on the list is Naruto. Naruto, he has 3 modes. He has Sage mode, he has his Kurama Link mode, and he has the other Beast Form mode. So Naruto, he's an interesting character, but since we're talking about 1v1s in this tier list, I don't know how good he would be because you can just break his not break, but you can cancel his clone charging, so you won't be able to get to his Sage mode. And also, he only has one kind of combo extender, which is the clone grab. So in terms of 1v1s, as long as you don't let the Naruto snowball you and keep hitting you and getting all his modes, then he's not that good. And I'd have to say, for me personally, that he's a B tier. Yeah, you can make him work, but he's not going to be anything too crazy. We're going to leave Katakuri for the end because, he's a new character. But, okay, so this one is an interesting one because he actually got nerfed, if y'all didn't know. I'm going to put it on the screen, the nerfs that he got. But his Jab Rush no longer has super armor, and that's a big one. I don't know if I showed it. Did I do a video for Okura? I'm not sure, but his Jab Rush used to be able to evasive catch, similar to what I did in my Tengen video. You used to be able to use Jab Rush after they evasive, and you could punish them if they tried to come and attack you. And your Jab Rush had super armor, so there was basically nothing they could do about it unless they super armor broke you right after coming out of their evasive. But nonetheless, he's still a really strong character because he still has a really good super armor breaker in the form of his Finger Sarrow and also guard breaks, so Okura is still a solid character. Plus, he also has the 2 modes, and he's still good for sure. So I don't know, Okura is before these nerfs, I would say he's S tier, but now he's A tier for sure. He's still good, still usable, but he's not at his once glory. Next character on the list is Tengen. We all know this character is busted. I know he got a couple nerfs that were like, you give people more evasive gain, but like it's kind of like, whatever, because you can still do really high damage before they're able to even get their evasive. So personally, I'm gonna say Tengen's still definitely really good, because remember, this is a 1v1 scenarios. Tengen's still definitely good. So we're gonna give Tengen A tier, above Okura though. Next character we have is Gon. People sleep on Gon so heavy. You think just because he dies in his awakening that he's not good, but on top of killing himself in his awakening, he also kills you at least 1 time. That's at least. His rock does like 35 damage in base. It's crazy. And it has hyper armor, and his counter follows up into his rock for free, and his counter already does like 17 damage on its own. So Gon is really crazy as well. And he has hyper armor in base. Rock is such a good skill base and mode, because in base he does 25 damage with hyper armor, and the charge up isn't even that long for the amount of damage and the fact that he has hyper armor. So Gon is also really strong. I don't know, because he kills himself in mode like I said, but the mode is still good. So assuming that the person just runs from you, then his mode isn't really, it's not going to do what you need it to do. So we're going to put him in B tier, above Naruto though. Why is it not moving? Alright, there we go. Alright, next character we have on the list is Shinra. Shinra's Awakening, everyone knows it's just a one-shotter, and it puts you to half health if I'm not mistaken. I don't really play Shinra, but his Awakening is a one-shotter no matter what. As long as you don't wait too long, it's gonna one-shot. So for a 1v1 scenario, that's pretty good, especially because it doesn't kill you. And his base is also valid too. He has that little axe kick that breaks super armor, so that's nice. And he has that little wind up move where you fling yourself at the person and kick them back, and it has little to no charge up. That skill is very good as well, because even if you evasive that skill, the Shinra swerves around and comes back and hits you. It's crazy. And I'm pretty sure it also does a wall bang, so Shinra's definitely good as well. We're gonna put him mid B tier. He's definitely better than Naruto for once. Actually, Shinra might be moved later. Shinra might be moved. Okay, next we have Joker. I know Joker is like a really spammy character, but trust me, he can also do his thing in the 1v1s. I might even make a video on Joker because I recently bought him and I'm having a lot of fun with him. But Joker is also really good. I'm getting a lot of pings right now if y'all can see that. Well, I know y'all can see it, but I'm getting a lot of pings. So Joker, he's also really good, but I don't know. The thing about him, his awakening is kind of bad in my opinion. All you have to do is really zone him if you're on a map that allows for that at least. But for me, I'm gonna say because of his base and like how you can just spam if you want to, or you could actually have like good combos. I'm gonna say just because of his base, I'm gonna say that he's an A tier. Lowest in A tier though. Next we have Jotaro. Jotaro is kind of a controversial character for me, because I know I said he was really good in my video on him, but his time stop, like, people just jump in the air, man, and it's so annoying. But despite that, his base, you have 2 grabs that go through super armor, and I think one of them goes through hyper armor too, which is pretty crazy, and that's in base. And his skull breaker, the barrage grab, that one gives a lot of mode gain for the Jotaro. So I'm gonna have to say Jotaro is pretty good as well. There's not really bad characters in this game, but he's definitely, I don't think he's on par with any of these characters, so he's gonna be our first C tier. Alright, so we have Rimuru. We all know about Megiddo and how you could just rush people down while the Megiddo's hitting them. So Rimuru, he has what? He has a counter in base that wall bangs, which is pretty good. He has the barrage that wall bangs. He has the lightning strike that super armor breaks. And then he has his little slash that combo stuns. So Rimuru is also a solid character, and if you let him get awakening, it's pretty much clips for you, regardless of the mode. Solos, duos, whatever. If Rimuru awakens, it's a bad time for you. So because of that, I think he's gonna be our first S tier is debatable. Yeah, I don't think he's better than Tengen. Tengen is crazy. Screw it. We'll do Rimuru's our first S. So we have Asta. Asta, pre-nerf, I don't know. Because, I mean, pre-release of the game, this character was a menace. He's an absolute demon pre-release. And now he still has that little, he still has his little capabilities, but because of the fact that he got nerfed, and you can block his ultimate and his awakening, but don't forget that he also has the little mini mode, so that's still a really good aspect of the character, because you get that little bit of health from that. I'm gonna say B tier. Asta's just like a B tier character to me. Still better than Naruto though, for once. So next character we have is Ippo. Y'all know Ippo's the god of ones. Ippo got nerfed a couple times, but he still goes crazy for the ones. Dempsey roll, all you have to do to confirm it is just up tilt into the right click, so Dempsey roll is not even really a problem. And he has 3 combo extenders still, even though they tried to nerf him, he still has 3 combo extenders in his base if you didn't watch my other video. But I'm gonna say Ippo's S tier because this is a 1v1 list. Ippo's S tier. If any good Ippo, a good Ippo can beat any character in this game. I wholeheartedly believe that because he's just so good. These two right here are interchangeable. Ippo and Rimuru, either of them could be the first place best character for once, but I'm gonna say a good Rimuru probably beats a good Ippo just because of the range. So our last character is Katakuri. I know it doesn't show him, but this is Katakuri. Just act like Katakuri's right here. So assuming that y'all have seen Katakuri's showcase and whatnot, Katakuri's also pretty good. You know, he has his Mochi Buzz Cut in his Awakening that does like 50 damage or something like that. Thing got nerfed. And then he has Mochi Cascade, which is his little barrage, auto aim, goddamn combo extender. So that's a pretty crazy skill. Even though it recently got nerfed, it's still pretty good. But the thing about his Awakening is his Awakening lasts like 30 seconds, no exaggeration. His Awakening drains very fast, but that's because it's very strong. And then he has something similar to Rimuru's Megiddo, but not quite, because like it shoots so much more rapidly that it's easier to PB, which is not good. But if you're able to get them, in it, it does a lot of damage. So I'm gonna say Katakuri is a good character, but he's not as good as he could be, you know? So Katakuri as our last character on the list, he's not D. He's most definitely not D. But we're gonna say he's A. Yeah, Katakuri is A. Better than Joker for ones. Nah, he's not better than these two right here. These two could probably be S tiers, I'm gonna be honest. But Ippo's just God of ones. So just know that this is a tier list. It's completely opinionated. You don't have to agree with me, obviously. But I think I'm gonna move up Shinra. Move Shinra to bottom A. Because Shinra is really good. And that's my tier list. If you enjoyed the video, then I'd appreciate it if you like and subscribe. And the next video is definitely gonna be the video after the next one, because I have another idea. The video after the next video is about to be the Deep Open video. It's a progression video, by the way, if I didn't already say that. It's about to be a progression video, and yeah, I'll see y'all when that drops. Peace.